get the shit I done seen. Young boy done turned to a king. Then that boy just got a lot of cream. How that boy living out our dreams. Tryna figure out how to be mixed. He boy with some chicks on a light chick. I heard that boy time for a nice chick. Tryna see this shit clear through the chrome specs. They heard that boy got a water neck. The jet boy tryna find him like Nemo. When they knocking on, look through the
King Boy Channel. Today we are here to talk about things to consider when it comes to powder coating your lift. You know, a lot of people when they install their lift, they just tend to just leave it like it is. Some people just decide to powder coat the front cross member. But today here we're going to show you how to be on the elite level of powder coating your lift. Things you should consider when you come to powder coating your lift to put you on the next level. See right here, this is my brother clean truck right here, Silverado right here. I got a Ford parked right next to it, so y'all see it right here. So today we just gonna show a demonstration on my lift and what I consider things that you should do when it comes to powder coating your lift. Number one thing to do is automatic front cross member. As you can see, I got an FTS lift. That front cross member is the main thing to do when it consider powder coating your lift. A lot of people tend to just install a lift like it is. It doesn't matter if it's a rough country, Zone, Mogollons, So Off, any brand out there. Always, if you want to powder coat your lift, that's the first thing to be considered. Is the front cross member and also the back cross member that goes on the back right here. These are the number one things that everybody see when they go down the road. That's the first thing you see when you walk around the truck, when you have wheel lights, everything. Everybody sees the front cross member. So that's definitely one of the most important things to do. If you're gonna powder coat anything on the lift, this is the number one thing to do right here to start on right here is the front cross member, back cross member. My truck is strut lift, as you can see, so you can come with coilovers or you can come with strut. Powder coating your struts. A lot of time when you're walking next to a lifted truck, if you're walking towards the side of it, the first thing you're gonna notice is the upper control arms, lower control arms in the strut. I always have a theme how you want to do it. Some people want to go all the same color. Some people want to go all two-tone. Me personally, I have a red truck. It's kind of hard to blend things in red, so I went a red and a silver color right here. My brother, for example, for a Chevrolet, as you can see right here, he went with a Kenny Red theme. He's got a Kenny Red upper control arms, and I believe he's got Kenny Red lower control arms. And he's also got powder coated tie rod ends. So you can see right here that he's got a different theme going on because he doesn't have a strut. Unlike me, he's got a shock, so he's actually got a torsion bar. And as you can see right here, he's got his torsion bar powder coated. So that also goes blend in. That is probably the number two thing. And that a lot of time, when you take a lift on anyway, you're going to change upper control arms, you're going to change bar joints, you're going to change lower control arms. You may keep factory lower control on, you may try to run aftermarket. I think his lift he kept his lower factory, but he changed the upper control on. So those are definitely the second most important thing to do when you consider your lift. Because when you walk by a truck, think about it. When you at a store, you walking by a truck, you walking, you looking, dang, he got nice wheel, Oh man, he's got all this stuff powder coated right here. That's the first thing you're gonna see right there when you walk by a vehicle is the front of it. Third thing to do. I see this so much in the lifted truck game. So much. A lot of people forget about adding traction bars on their truck. Powder coating your traction bar. It just kind of, to me, in my personal opinion, it just kind of, it looks like an unfinished lift when you don't have no traction bars. As you can see, I got what they consider a ladder design, which is basically, you know, you see the space between of it. If you hold upside down, straight up and down, it'd be like a ladder. So this is what they consider a ladder style traction bar right here. As you can see, I got it powder coated. It doesn't matter what color you powder coated. Like I said, I got mine's red. My theme is red and silver, so I got a powder coated red and silver. I seen people had one solid color. I seen people had two different color. Another style of traction bar is like my brother. My brother got custom fabricated traction bar. I get comment down below all the time. People telling me, where did he get his traction bars at? This is custom fabricated. This is not, you cannot buy this at a store on Facebook. This is a one-off right here. That's why it's got our last name in it. But anyway, you see how he got a traction bar? It adds space because when you don't have this right here and you looking, because some people are going to tend to look off under the truck. I mean, you can see this from a distance if you got stuff on the side too. But a lot of times you're going to look off under the truck too on the side. And you see this right here and this powder coat, it just took you on. Now you're getting on elite status now because this is a thing that a lot of people don't tend to put on their truck is traction bars. Me personally, if you're going to have a lifted truck and you go to a lot of shows, this is a must. This is an absolutely must of having traction bars. It just makes the lift finish, looks complete. You don't have all this space right here because you think about, especially on the Chevrolet, you got a torsion bar that goes on the front on the older body style, and then there's nothing right here. You got a torsion bar right here, and then you got nothing right here. So that's why this to me, having the bar style that matches the front, or you can have the ladder design, it doesn't really matter, but just having something that matches the front part right here, because you see all this right here, definitely, it's, in my opinion, is number 3 as far as powder coating your lift. Number 4, I see this a lot of get left out too, and this is a thing that everybody can do, and that's powder coating your leaf springs. To me, this is now putting you on elite status, because this don't come with the lift. A lot of time when it comes to lift, they powder coat the blocks and the U-bolts, and then they leave the leaf springs rusty and black. First now, if your truck ain't brand new, 9 out of 10, your frame, all this right here it's got like rust on it. Maybe not have rust on it, but it's just like dingy looking and dirty and nasty and got mud grit and all that on it. Powder coating this right here, man, puts you on a whole. This is not putting you on elite status. This is what we just talked about a while ago will put you on normal status. This is putting you on elite status. Powder coating your leaf springs. I tell people all the time, if you're gonna powder coat your lift, might as well powder coat your leaf springs. Cause what's the point of powder coating your block? And you got these nice blocks in the back, 5-inch block, 6-inch block, whatever the size it may be, and U-bolts. And then you got all this dingy rust and stuff right here, where all this is just rusted and nasty and grit. It just, why not just finish and do the whole thing? And see, my brother also got his powder coated too. This is another example of his, the way he did his. You know, he's got the cannon red and the silver thing going on, and you can see all his stuff's powder coated. So just imagine if this was dingy and nasty, and the only thing that's powder coated was these U-bolts and the blocks, and you're gonna be like, now what? First time you'll look at it like, it's clean, but he should have powder coated that right there. So this is now putting you on elite status, powder coating your leaf spring. In my opinion, the most elite thing you can do, and you rarely see these, even at the big shows, because this is actually cost you it's gonna cost you a few couple dollars, because you pretty much have to rebuild this every time you do this, and that's powder coating the rear end. I have the entire rear end powder coated on my truck. As you can see, I even got the diff coat powder coating. This to me, in my opinion, puts you on a whole nother level. I've been in a lot of truck meets. I've been in scraping. I've been in shows they had in Memphis. I've been in Redemption Day. I've been at Slidell, Bayou. I've been in a lot of major shows. And this right here, I see 9 out of 10 trucks you're gonna see ain't gonna have the rear end powder coated. You're gonna see it on your single bills, because most single bills gonna be fully done anyway. But the trucks that's not considered single bills, like what we got, that is a must in my opinion. If you powder coat your rear end, it just completes the whole level. It puts you on a whole nother level. Like, it's just so, because it's not often done. And a lot of people ask me, how do you powder coat your whole rear axle? Well, pretty much you have to completely rebuild the rear end every time you powder coat. You got to change all your seals, change all your bands, because once you take it apart, you pretty much got to remeasure and reclearance everything off of it. Now, I've heard stories of people powder coating their rear end with their bearings and stuff in it, and now all I had to do was change seals. Me personally, I changed bearings because I had it all tore apart anyway. Why not? But powder coating the entire rear end puts you on a just ridiculous whole lot, especially when you powder coat the disc seals. Like my brother also got his powder coated, and you see he's got also the cannon red thing, and he's got the chrome and everything that's powder coated. To me, this puts you on a good status right here. This puts you where you need to be at. Now it might not be the all ends all, but this is, to me, in my opinion, powder coating the whole rear end is like a must. Like if you do this right here, man, if you have a little extra money, and I'm not saying, because it could be quite expensive powder coating the rear end lifts, pretty much, and especially doing like stuff like this right here, it could be even more expensive. But trust me, if you got the money, and that's not necessarily if you don't even got the money, just if you got the time to do it, please, I consider y'all to powder coat your rear end. It just makes the whole lift look some more cleaner. I know a lot of guys squat their truck, and people ask me all the time, like, why you not gonna squat it down on the top? Well, number one reason is because once you squat it down on the top, you cannot see this rear end at all. It hides it. And so if you got all this work done and you can't even see it, then what's the point? So in my opinion, powder coating the whole rear end, it looks good. It puts you almost on a SEMA status, because you don't tend to see just everyday trucks have this done. It usually be just only SEMA trucks. Also, you can do little extra stuff like me and my brother. As you can see, he's got a full powder coat dry stuff. That's just kind of going above and beyond. You don't really have to do that because you're not really going to see it that much unless you like getting down on your knees or whatever, or looking down looking off on the truck, and at that point, like what you got going on. But powder coating the dry shelf, as you can see, all this done right here just puts you on another level too. Like that's what I consider elite status. I also got mine powder coated too. Now the only thing that I consider myself that I should have did is I definitely should have powder coated the exhaust, cause like you got that dingy looking exhaust, and then you got all this powder coat right here, and then you got this dingy looking exhaust, and you see all this powder coat. Like I definitely should have cleaned that up. I had to pause or did something with it, painted or something. And as you can see, I got my hitch receiver powder coated. I mean, that's just kind of like add-ons. You don't have to do this, but this is what I consider add-on. My main thing that I wish I should have powder coated was the hitch, the entire like the actual hitch itself. Like it's dingy looking, and then you got all this nice powder coating, and then you got this dingy looking hitch right here. But definitely, in my personal opinion, those are like the top 5 will put you on a normal to elite status when it comes to powder coating your lift. So if y'all considering powder coat your lift, I tell y'all this: if you have the money or if you have the time, go ahead and finish. Don't just powder coat just the front cross member, rear cross member. If you got the time and the money, you might as well powder coat all this right here. And if you really got a lot of time on your hand, I won't say necessarily money, but the time on your hand, powder coat the rear end too. Because trust me, I get so many compliments of people like when they look at my truck and like, this guy powder coat this rear end. Like, how people be asking me all the time, like, how you do that? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, because you don't see that often. But to me, trust me, that puts you on elite status, and I consider that like a must, pretty much. So those are the things that I consider like what you should do when you powder coating your lift. You don't necessarily have to do this, but like I said, this puts you on top game or pretty much the elite status. What I consider just having everything powder coated. If you got the time and you got the money, you might as well. You can always powder coat the lift. I understand you can always powder coat the lift, and you can go back and do the rear end and stuff later. But if you already got everything torn apart in a way, and you got the time and you got the money, then I really, in my opinion, personal opinion, and you see this in a lot of people when it comes to SEMA builds and way more nicer builds than what I got, they'll tell you the same thing. Powder coating the rear end and the front too at the same time. Might as well powder coat everything you got on there. So this is the King Boy channel. Tell me how y'all like these type of videos. This is something different to me. Just, some opinions that I got right here. I ain't gonna say facts because they really my personal opinion. And y'all may agree and y'all may not agree with me. But y'all like, share, subscribe. This is the King Boy channel. Y'all see it from the hat right here. Go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna be keeping this content coming up because we're gonna spit some game.